Last year's Mafia 3 was a game full of potential, but unfortunately, its repetitive mission structure and a host of technical glitches stopped it from becoming one of the best story-oriented open-world games of 2016. Now, having said that, developer Hangar 13 have pushed out several patches post-launch, and it seems that the game is now in a better state compared to the woes it had during launch period. Among those patches was an update that added support for the PS4 Pro version. Patch 1.05 adds a number of improvements that not only improve the overall image quality, but also improve a number of post-processing effects. To begin with, the PS4 Pro patch improves the rendering resolution from 1080p to a full 2560 by 1400 resolution, similar to what Naughty Dog implemented for Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. And just like Sony's flagship title, other changes are quite subtle in nature. We're still looking at a 30 frames per second cap, but unlike the PS4 version at launch, the performance seems to be a lot more stable. Take for example the driving sequences, which ran pretty inconsistently on the base PS4 at launch, now runs without any visible frame rate drops on the PS4 Pro. The screen tearing from the base version has also been minimized on the Pro, which is all down to the improved GPU on the latter. Shadow quality, although largely similar, seems a bit sharper with less aliasing on the edges. Post-processing effects such as motion blur have also been improved, resulting in fewer artifacts. So overall, we're seeing quite the decent performance and visual upgrades in Mafia 3 on the PS4 Pro. However, our concern about the PS4 Pro still stands. At this point, not every game on the PS4 Pro is utilizing the power of the console to its fullest, which kind of negates the entire purpose of incremental hardware. The Pro features almost a 200% increment in GPU processing power, and granted that it still features an archaic CPU, we were expecting all game developers to implement better and more visible upgrades instead of making them subtle or just merely updating the resolution. Fortunately, a few titles like Final Fantasy 15 and Shadow of Mordor have implemented various different modes that cater to different types of PS4 players, but these titles are quite less in number. Hopefully, more developers will opt for a 1080p 60fps route for future PS4 Pro titles or update existing titles to support that golden standard. Final Fantasy 15's upcoming patch for the same is one such example, but Mafia 3 continues the trend of a standard resolution upgrade along with subtle graphical improvements, and honestly, this sort of practice is kinda getting bland. Anyways, that will be it for this video. We'll have more technical analysis coming in the future, where we analyze Yakuza 0 and Gravity Rush 2. Furthermore, we'll also be taking an in-depth look at the Nintendo Switch specs as we close into launch. If you like what we're doing, please consider subscribing, as subscribing really helps us out. Until then, we'll see you next time.
Him, Ellis, and the other one, Lincoln Clay. He's the one. This time you won't get away from us. Huh? I heard something like... He's not... I'm on.